Yo, what up, guys? I'm not black. So yesterday for me was Halloween, and I had got these Twixes that were on my desk, but then they weren't. They kind of went into my stomach, but then it didn't get in my stomach. They were like coming out somewhere else. So yeah, my name is that one guy. Dun, dun, dun. So this is a new channel I'm starting, obviously, from another channel that I had called John the Gamer Guy 038, but that wasn't doing too well because it was Minecraft. But you know, more days, people are doing more like vlogging kind of thing, like this. But this isn't vlogging. This is Matthew Santoro kind of thing. And actually, I'm gonna make this video about Matthew Santoro, kind of. I had already done this video, but the thing was, I looked like this small in the video, and that wasn't a good thing. But I want to talk about Matthew Santoro because, okay, Matthew Santoro, if you are watching this, otherwise known as Matt, if you're watching this, I want to let you know that you inspired me to make my own channel of vlogging like this. There's not really much work to it. I'm not like going outside. I'm not like going outside pouring bags of milk on my head. I'm not Canadian or nothing either. I'm American. Actually, I'm not American. I'm Cuban, technically. Hola. But anyway, Matthew, listen. You are awesome. Your bald head and your shiny white teeth inspired me to do this. And I thought you were amazing the first time I saw you. Anyway, okay. One more try. Matthew, you are a good, you were a huge inspiration for me, for me doing this. And if you're watching this, most likely you're not, but if you do, just know that you are awesome, and keep your shiny white teeth as shiny as they are, and your bald head just nice and bald as it is, and keep doing your thing, Canadian person. But no, for real, Matthew, you inspired me to do this. Thank you so much. You are amazing. I hope you keep doing well. Don't ever stop making videos. Alright, back to my video now. He's got a... Matthew went to go pour some milk at his head. So, guys, this is my new channel. That one guy. Not girl, guy. Alright. About Halloween. Well, there was little children that were really cute and stuff, like little 2-year-olds and stuff. They're really cute, small. And they were knocking out our doors, before 10. But after 10, there was girls that came with, the Hooters half open. They're not open, but, half shown. Pretend this circles is, the Hooters. This much was shown. So there was girls like that past 10 until 12 or something like that. You could also call them that if you want to. But you know, I would say we're trying to keep this family friendly because what the hell, Matt? Let's see here. So let's social networking. Let's talk about that stupid crap. Actually, we're still stuck on Halloween. So Halloween. Yesterday, I went as Desmond Miles for Halloween. If you guys don't know who that is, it's a character from Assassin's Creed. I really like Assassin's Creed. It's awesome. I think it's a great thing, and actually, I made a weapon that I already shown, but my video was like a lot. Basically, this hooked up to my arm. Just wrap it around. Doesn't take that long. Okay. Alright. I wrap it around. Pop it out. See? I made it from 14-inch drawer slides. There's just two of them. Yeah, they just pop out. So I went to Desmond Miles with this jacket here. This one. And I wore jeans and shoes. Then I had both of the things on me. I poked people in the stomach saying, "May death be with you" in Italian. But Halloween has nothing to do with what you think it is. There's secretly. This is not a jump scare, I promise. This is like a pinky swear to you guys. There, technically, in the old days, what the trick-or-treating thing was in the old days was they'd walk up. This is also from Matthew Santoro, and he did with some girl. I don't know her name. She doesn't have like brightening white teeth. She's not bald, so she doesn't stand out as much, and her voice is kind of slightly annoying. But anyway, so basically, what the trick-or-treating thing was back in the old days, like old like Egyptian times. Basically, what it was is, the poor would walk up to the people's doors, begging for food or money or something, and in return for prayers for the spirits, the evil spirits or something like that. And that's how that would work. And then the costume thing came from, it's the same thing, kind of, but I think it was robbing, I'm not sure. And the reason of the pumpkin was because it was before Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving has pumpkin pie, normally. So, they thought before that of the pumpkin being an evil thing. Scary. But some people just don't eat stuff like that. So then you realize, why am I on the right or left? I'm not sure. Oh, face is pretty good. But why am I here? Well, I'm gonna answer your question. Reason why? There is no reason. So that I'm gonna sing a little Halloween story for you. I'm not really gonna sing here. I'm just gonna kind of tell you guys. Once upon a time, there was a fairy in the woods who wouldn't eat people, and his name was Edward. Alright, let me rephrase that. Edward isn't a vampire because he doesn't eat people and he sparkles. He's a fairy. Alright, let's get to a real Halloween story. One second. Alright, this Halloween tale is called The Bus Driver. On a dark Halloween night in 2003, a bus driver was traveling down a deserted street. When he saw a beautiful young woman on the side of a road, he halted at the bus stop and she climbed aboard. The woman took a seat at the back of the back of the bus, and I lost my back of the bus, and stared straight ahead. When the bus driver looked in his mirror, he noticed that the woman was staring directly at him, but never blinking. But when he looked back over his shoulder, the woman was sitting with her back to him. Oh, the woman was sitting with her back to him. The driver began to get freaked out slowly. He couldn't understand what was going on. Then he came to the end of his route. It was the last stop. And he pulled over. You know, I'm a horrible storyteller because I stutter a lot. He pulled over and opened the doors of the bus. The woman didn't get out. She just sat there, motionless, with her back to him. The driver walked towards the back of the bus and saw that the woman was covering her face with her hands. He tried to talk to her, but she wouldn't answer. He took hold of her arms and tried to make her show her face. The woman refused and struggled out of his grip. Finally she spoke. "You will not like what you see." And suddenly she dropped her hands and turned. Her face was horribly disfigured. Lumps of flesh were falling off of her skeletal face. Could be seen beneath. It is said that they found the bus driver the next morning lying unconscious outside the bus. He spent 2 weeks in a coma, and when he awoke, he lost all control of his senses. They put him in a mental institution, and this is the story they told from his cell. I give that one like a 7 out of scaring the hell out of me. That was kind of scary. It was kind of short. How about we do another one? Let's see. The Black Diamonds, or The Man in the Mask. How about we read 2 more, and then we're over with the video. The Man in the Mask. On Halloween in 2006, my family and I went to the city because my mom had bought a car and she needed to make a car payment to the dealer. We decided to take my little sister and her friend trick-or-treating out there. My mom made her payment and my sister and her friend were trick-or-treating. It was getting late, so it was getting late, so we decided that was enough. We had a long drive back home. We ate out at a fast food burger joint, and began the long drive home. When we were on the freeway, a car was driving right next to us, and the driver was wearing a mask, staring right at us. Everybody started to get scared. He was keeping up with us, and had his head turned sideways, staring for about 10 minutes. Then he turned and looked ahead and drove past us. Give me a second, I'm going to take a break to drink something really quick. I'll be right back. A year later, in 2007, I was driving home one night. Again, it was Halloween. I was with my little sister, or my little brother, whom I took trick-or-treating. We stopped to get something to eat, and we were on a freeway with lots of other cars. One happened to pull up beside us, and we were going for about 60 miles per hour. It was a guy in a ski mask. He stared at us for 10 minutes without even turning his head. And we were going fast, too. Finally, he turned his head and sped up past us to the next victim. I think that story sucked. I give it like a 1. Alright. Let's see. A trick gone wrong. On Halloween in 2009, 2 boys wanted to play a prank on the people in the neighborhood. There was a small road that ran next to a cemetery. They decided to climb 2 trees that stood opposite of each other. Then they both held an eastern end of the fishing line and stretched it tight across the path. When someone came walking down the path, the boys pulled the fishing line tight, and would know that the hat would fall off of the person who was passing by. The first victim came down the path. And then they pulled the fishing line. The man's hat was knocked off and ran away, terrified. Pleased that the prank worked, they decided to do it again. They saw a tall black shadow approaching and lay in wait. The kids got ready, and when the shadow passed, they pulled on the fishing line with all their might. They heard a ripping noise and saw a severed head rolling along the ground. Those kids are going to prison. Well, let's see. How long has it been? It's been a long time, actually. It's been like 30 minutes or so. Let's just see. That was 2 more. Maybe if I see 1 more, we'll do it, possibly. The abandoned factory. How about that? You guys are not like that. 4 girls were walking home from a Halloween party in 2002. 4 girls. I'm not thinking the best in a Halloween party. Thinking Hooters. They were walking by an old abandoned factory that stood next to a field. The factory was said to be haunted. They went in, apparently. And many people in the area refused to set foot. And not joking. It's spelled FOT. F-O-T-T. They would set foot inside the factory grounds, also known as foot. When they got to the middle of this field, one of the girls said it would be fun to explore the old factory. The other girls were scared at first, but eventually one of them agreed to do it, just for fun, just so they could tell their friends at school about it. 2 of the girls climbed over the fence, and it was racist on the other side. Climbed over the fence, and it was 2 girls, and the other 2 girls waited outside for them. After about 20 minutes had passed, and the 2 remaining girls started getting worried. Suddenly they heard blood-curdling screams coming from the inside with the old factory. It sounded like their friends. Terrified, the 2 girls ran all the way home. The 2 girls who went into the factory were never seen again. Today the factory still stands. They say that if you dare to enter the grounds on Halloween night, then you too will vanish and never be seen again. And they got raped and set on fire. Alright guys, that's all my time for today. Spread the word, flip the bird, and I'll see you guys next time.